The subject of this video is the research hall. This area is long and confusing, and you're likely to get lost at least once, so do your best to hang on for the ride. Up the stairs, immediately turn left to take out a scurrying beast. Then you may approach one of the many non-violent NPCs who give hints at what may be going on in this asylum.
Has anyone seen my eyes? I'm afraid I dropped them in a puddle. Everything's pale now.
There are 2 doors on the first floor, but both are locked for now, so take the only path available to you, up the spiral stairs. Here you will run into the first new enemy of the area, the Clock Tower Patient. These creatures aren't much different from Yharnam Huntsmen. On their own they can be taken out easily, but in a group they might cause a problem. At the fork in the stairs, take the left path. After reaching the second floor, be careful around these bookcases. There are pressure plates along the floor that trigger acid traps lodged inside them. This deals massive damage, and if there are enemies nearby, it can easily take you out. Keep an eye out for these pressure plates so you don't fall victim to them. Follow the railing until you encounter the Cathedral Guardian. He guards a door that can be opened to reveal a side room with elevator shortcuts. There are 3 wheelchair huntsmen in this room that need to be taken out. Then take the ladder down to the floor below. There are 2 crawling patients to be defeated here, and the decorative old hunter armor to pick up. With that, take the ladder back up to the floor above, and pull the lever to call the first elevator up from the first floor. Take the elevator down to speak to Adeline, an NPC patient strapped to a chair.
Is that you, Lady Maria? No. You're someone else. Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid.
Open the door found in Adeline's room to complete a shortcut back to the first floor. After that, take the spiral stairs once again. At the fork in the stairs, this time take the right path. The door straight ahead at the top leads to a room full of Clock Tower patients. This room can be used to proceed, but instead, I recommend taking a left and following this secondary path that's much less dangerous. The 2 patients at the end of this walkway hide a door blocked by some destroyable medical equipment. Knock the debris away and open the door to the dark room ahead. Climb the ladder in this room and proceed to the next room. A new enemy is found here that I'm calling the Giant Clock Tower Patient. This creature is much more powerful than the standard patient and is armed with a weapon that gives it a much larger attack range. The giant patient can be both parried and backstabbed, and these strategies are usually the most effective way of defeating them. Climb the stairs up ahead and open the door to yet another walkway. On the far end, step into the darkened room and take out a couple more patients. On the other side of this room, a small set of stairs leads to a dead end housing a blood gem. Back out on the walkway, climb the spiral staircase. A wheelchair huntsman with a Gatling gun fires at you on the way up. Run past him. You can kill him with ranged attacks, or take the downward leading stairs at the fork up ahead, which leads to an opportunity to take out the huntsman with melee attacks. After taking out this enemy, continue past him along the path that wraps around the wall and leads to the opposite side of the clock tower. Kill the few patients found along this way, and keep an eye out for pressure plates that trigger the bookcase traps. Open the door along this wall to a room full of enlarged head enemies. This is ultimately what happens to the patients housed in this research facility, but luckily they aren't much of a threat in this state. Just watch out for the head that drops down on you from above just inside the door. In the back of this room, pick up nothing less than the enlarged head. This piece of headgear confirms that the patients are becoming the gelatinous heads, and might be a reference to the bloated head from the Dark Souls 1 DLC. That's all for this path, so head back the way you came, along the walkway until reaching the spiral staircase once again. Open the door at the end of the stairs to reach another elevator. This is the second and final shortcut elevator of the research hall. After riding it once, you will have a shortcut that effectively connects the first floor to the uppermost floor. Also worth mentioning, there's a hidden tunnel that can be accessed by walking off of the secondary elevator on its way up or down. From this floor, the walkway leads to a short set of spiral stairs with an enemy hunter. This enemy uses the threaded cane, the repeating pistol, and poison throwing knives. While the stairs can be a good place to fight the hunter, seeing as there's railing on either side that will prevent you from accidentally dashing off, the elevation difference can make it difficult to secure a visceral from a parry or backstab. This is something to keep in mind while fighting the hunter, and if you plan on using viscerals to defeat him, I recommend you first lead him off the stairs. Pick up the 5 sedatives the hunter drops, and step down the spiral stairs until reaching the non-hostile enlarged head lying on the floor.
Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything.
Attacking this creature allows you to pick up brain fluid, which can be given to Adeline to progress her quest line. The only way to proceed now is to drop off onto the stairs below, which ultimately lead back down to the first floor. From here, take the 2 elevator shortcuts to the uppermost floor. Finally, back on the top floor, take the spiral staircase up, then up again. Here another giant clock tower patient stands in the way, and with little railing to keep you on these platforms, the hectic dodges this enemy will prompt you to make can easily cause you to fall to your death. I recommend leading this monster down the stairs a bit to fight on this platform. The railing here will prevent you from falling, and the column in the center can be used to put distance between you and the enemy when it comes time to heal. After defeating the creature, climb the ladder to reach the rafters of the research hall. Here you obviously want to be careful with your steps so that you don't fall. Carrion crows and giant rats will do their best to knock you off, but by taking your time and crossing carefully, they shouldn't cause a major problem. At the center of the room, a lever can be operated that will raise all of the spiral stairs in the tower by 1 level, shifting where paths lead and granting access to new areas. With this, the boss arena can be accessed. The raising of these stairs also raises the platform you're currently on, so step onto the rafters and take a left to reach another non-hostile enlarged head that couldn't be reached before.
Splish, splash. Splish, splash. Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like a storm, but like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes, up through my inside, but gently, like little droplets.
Just like the last one, strike it and pick up the brain fluid it drops. With that accomplished, slide down the ladder from the uppermost rafters and take the spiral stairs down to the chest on the left. Kill the carrion crows and loot the chest for a blood gemstone. Now, taking the right path down the spiral stairs will lead to a mob of clock tower patients. These aren't wearing the hospital gowns and are much faster than their standard counterparts. These frantic enemies can easily kill you. Try to pull one at a time up the stairs and fight them one-on-one. If you get surrounded, it could mean you're in. The stairs lead down to the side of the tower where the enlarged head is found, so run along the wall to reach the other side, same as before. You can take the stairs down from where the wheelchair huntsman is found for another opportunity to pick up the brain fluid from the head guarded by the NPC hunter if you didn't do it before, but only 1 copy of brain fluid can be picked up from each head. Making your way back around to the second shortcut elevator, drop off as the elevator makes its way down to reach the hidden tunnel once again. Now that the stairs have been shifted up, this floor leads to different rewards. first take the spiral stairs leading up and kill the clock tower patients found along this walkway. One of them throws acid from afar. Not exceptionally threatening, but something to be aware of. Past them, step through the door and into the darkened room. This room is a little more than a small platform with an enemy ambush. If you get caught by it, it's likely to inflict slow poison, but seeing that this is only a standard patient with little HP, you should be able to take it out and still have time to navigate to an antidote. The ambush protects the underground cell key. This unlocks several of the jail cells from the research prison found just after Ludwig's boss arena. We will make use of this key in the next video, so just hold on to it for now. Backtrack to the spiral stairs and take the only remaining path leading down. This leads you to a small platform just above the first floor of the tower and holds the lock shield. Similar to the wooden shield picked up in the cathedral ward, the lock shield reduces some but not all of the damage received when blocking with it. While the wooden shield only blocks physical damage, the lock shield only blocks arcane. With that, drop down to the floor below and take the first elevator shortcut up to the floor with the 3 wheelchair huntsmen. Only the first elevator needs to be taken to reach the boss, so step out through the door, killing the cathedral guardian once more. The spiral stairs on the right lead to our destination. Open the gates to reach the clock tower balcony and the boss fight with the living failures. These enemies are similar to the Celestial Emissary, but also similar to the 4 Kings from Dark Souls, in that they share a collective health bar and will respawn indefinitely. Aggressive tactics are key for this fight, as it's essential to take out each failure quickly so that you don't become overwhelmed. Some of them will approach you and attack with melee, and others will stay back and call arcane spells from afar. There are 3 spells this boss has available. The first is a ball of arcane energy that is shot directly toward the player. This deals heavy damage and has the potential to one-shot you if you're hit head-on. The second is a salvo of slow-moving, homing arcane projectiles, which are somewhat less dangerous, but can be just as lethal if you're hit by more than one. The last spell is a cosmic meteor storm, the same spell used by Rom the vacuous spider. To avoid this attack, keep an eye on the sky, and after identifying the direction that they are originating from, hide behind the sunflower monument in the center of the arena so that they block the attack. After that, it's only a matter of identifying the enemy's moves and dodging their attacks. The arcane lake rune can help protect you from the spells if you're taking too much damage from them, but the best strategy is simply to take out each enemy quickly so that there aren't too many failures casting at once. Defeat the living failures for the Lumen One Garden's lamp and the key to Maria's boss room, where we will go in the next video.